minorities in general, the ones that are still a little hesitant or reluctant to practice yoga because of the misconceptions of it. What do you say to what's your message to people that want to get more, to people of color that want to get not just involved in yoga, but more importantly, get more involved in Kemetic yoga?
Mm-hmm. Well, and that melanated people, black and brown people, we've been practicing yoga for tens of thousands of years. So it's nothing new to us. It's nothing outside of us. The method of being connected to self, the method of finding peace in oneself is not a non-African, not a non-indigenous practice. It's very much African. It's very much indigenous. So I think that's the first thing that people have to understand, that this is not something outside of your culture, not something outside of your ancestry. And then the second thing is to not allow Western cultures and mainstream industry to intimidate you, because what we see in most studios is folks who are not melanated, who are not, black or brown, practicing yoga, and we get intimidated by that, But when but then if we look harder and we see, okay, there are spaces, there are teachers who look like me, who are black and brown, and they practice yoga. And then as I'm understanding the history of yoga, wait a minute, the first practitioners of yoga were black people, or were people out of Africa, the people who were indigenous to those lands. And then it's like that mindset now, it's like, oh, this is outside of me. That slowly starts to go away, because now you can connect more on a deeper level. And the powerful thing about Kemetic yoga is that we're practicing a style of yoga that comes from the motherland, that comes from Africa. So Kemetic yoga is a form of African-based yoga. It's an African-based yoga. Now, it happens to be the most well-documented practice of yoga in all of Africa. But I'm pretty sure if we do more research and we look deeper, we'll see that there was probably yoga practice in other parts, in other ancient civilizations throughout Africa. It's just ancient Egypt had it very well documented. So black and brown people, if they understand that, especially people of the diaspora, you got to do your research. You got to see that this is not something outside of you. This is not something new that we're doing. We've been doing this for a long time, and the fact that we gravitate to it so easily means that it's already in your DNA. It's already something within you, something that your spirit very much connects to you. And then from there, understanding Kemetic yoga, and that, okay, this is from my lineage, this is from my ancestry, so this is a practice that I can truly connect with. Not to take anything away from the Indian lineage, which is also very powerful in itself, but it's like the Kemetic yoga just has a special connection to the people of the diaspora, and I encourage them to definitely, add or, make Kemetic yoga part of their practice, as well as other yoga lineage as well, because you want to get all perspective of things. You want to have, you want to be able to practice from all angles, because, the more healing tools you get, the better. So but it's a matter of understanding that this is not something outside of you. This is something very much a part of you, and that you shouldn't, never feel intimidated by it.